Good morning. Now, today we have to discuss about the first chapter, that is reproduction in lower and higher plants. Previous time we can learn what is a definition of reproduction, and now today we have to discuss with the methods of sexual reproduction. You know, the reproduction is divided into two types, that is asexual reproduction and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, in which the animals and plants and their vegetative parts are also participate in the process of reproduction. There is no involvement of the gamete formation. In sexual reproduction, the gamete formation is very important. In sexual reproduction, both male and female reproductive organs are very essential. In case of plant kingdom, the sexual reproduction have a very special character in case of angiosperm. You know, the angiospermic plants are the plants, they are produces a very excellent structure for the purpose of sexual reproduction, that is the flowers. You know, this is the flowers of Hibiscus rosa sinensis, and this flower is also defined as, you know, first of all we have to learn the definition of flower. Flower is a highly modified shoot, and it is special design for the purpose of sexual reproduction. You know, this is the bud, this is not the flower, but this is the flower. What is the difference between these two? This is the bud, this is not the modified or condensed shoot, and it is not useful for the sexual reproduction. But after this bud is completely open, and when all the flower parts are exposed, this is called as the flower. So the flower is nothing but it is a modified shoot and special design on the plant in angiosperm for the purpose of sexual reproduction. This is the definition of flower. Flower is highly modified shoot. So, we can learn the parts of the typical flower. You know, typical flower, the number of students are confused. What is meant by typical? Whatever all the parts of the flower when present in the flower, such flower is called as the typical flower. In case of angiospermic, all flowers are not the typical flower, but some plant can also have a typical flower. An excellent example of the typical flower is the Hibiscus rosa sinensis flower, that is China rose. Here, the typical flower is also consist of three parts. Mainly, first is the pedicel. Second one is the thalamus, and third one is the floral and florets. So, typical flower consists of three main parts, that is the pedicel, this is the thalamus, and these are the floral and florets. You know, the pedicel is nothing but it is the stalk of the flower. When we have to discuss here, you have to see here, this is the pedicel. The pedicel is nothing but the stalk of the flower. The second part is the thalamus, the topmost portion of the pedicel. When become expanded in all flowers, the structure of thalamus is also different. In case of some flower, the thalamus is conical. In some flower, the thalamus may be also dish-like. In some flower, the thalamus is also to be elongated. So, in different flower, the structure of thalamus is to be different. Thalamus is nothing but the topmost portion of the pedicel, which is expanded, on which the floral whorls should be arranged in a circle manner. Here, the third part is the floral and whorl. The floral is also divided into two parts. The floral stand for the calyx and corolla, while the whorl also stand for the androecium and gynoecium. In short, further remember, the parts of the flower is also to be, that is, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. These are the, for the simply remember. The calyx, the calyx is also denoted by the capital A, while corolla is also denoted by the capital C. The androecium is also denoted by capital A, while gynoecium is also denoted by the capital G. Then what is calyx? Calyx is the first outermost covering of the flower. This is the calyx. Here calyx is the outermost covering of the flower. It is green in color, and this calyx is consist of number of sepals. Number of sepals. These are the sepals. These are the sepals. This is the individual part of the calyx. When the number of sepals are come together, such unit is called as the calyx. An individual part of the calyx is called as the sepals. You know, the calyx is the outermost covering in the bud condition, that it protect the flowers during the bud condition. As well as the calyx is green in color, it performing the additional photosynthesis. These are the functions of the calyx. Then second part is the corolla. Corolla is always, this is called as the corolla. The corolla is consist of the number of members are called as the petals. The group of petals is called as the corolla, and individual part of the corolla is called as the petals. The petals are always bright in colors. They also have a very beautiful fragmency to attract the insect for the pollination. And the pollination is the first step towards the sexual reproduction. Now here, the corolla, after the earning of corolla, there are two important parts of the flower for the purpose of sexual reproduction, that is androecium and gynoecium. The androecium is also called as the male reproductive organ of the flower, as well as the gynoecium is called as the female reproductive organ of the flower. The androecium is consist of number of stamens. Number of stamens are comes together. Such group of stamens is called as the androecium. When we have to learn the individual structure of the androecium, the androecium is consist, the stamen is always consist of again three parts, also like this. This is the filament, this is the connective, and these are the anther. This is the stamen. This is the stamen. A part of typical stamen. Any stamen is consist of three parts, that is filament, that is anther, and these are the connective. This is the structure of stamen. The stamen, when you have to see the structure of anther, this anther is divided into these four lobes, also like this. This is the pollen chamber. These are the pollen chambers in which pollen grains are to be formed. The pollen grain formation is the main aim, is the main function of the androecium because it is a male reproductive organ. In case of CET, number of times this question is asked. What is another name of the pollen grain? So the formation of pollen grain is a suprematurity of the androecium, and the formation of pollen grain, the process is called as the microsporogenesis. Microsporogenesis is the process in which pollen grains are to be formed, and in CET this pollen grain is also called as the microspore. Here we have to finish the androecium. Then we have to shifting toward the last important part of the flower, that is the gynoecium. The gynoecium is a female reproductive organ of the flower. Gynoecium is consist of number of carpels. The individual part of the gynoecium is called as the carpel, and group of carpel is also termed as a gynoecium. When we have to see the single structure of the gynoecium, so the gynoecium is consist of the stamen. The gynoecium is consist of the carpels. So this is the carpel. The carpel is consist of three parts. The first basal portion of the carpel, which is somewhat swollen, this is called as the ovary. Then the middle portion is called as the style, and the anterior knob-like structure, which is somewhat circular or dumbbell shaped, which is called as the stigma. So these are the parts of the typical carpel. You know, the ovary also enclosing number of ovules. The ovary enclosing the number of ovules. And here, when ovules are enclosed within the ovary, this is the main characteristic features of the angiosperm. What is angiosperm? Angiosperm are the flowering plant and in which the ovary enclosing the ovules. That means every seed also have the seed cover. The formation of seed cover is important characters of the angiosperm. So this is about the part of the typical flowers. Now in board examination or in CET examination, number of times this question is asked. What are the accessory and essential parts of the flower? So the calyx and corolla are also called as the accessory parts of the flower because they are not directly involved in the sexual reproduction. They can assist the process of the reproduction. So they are called as the accessory parts of the flower. That is, calyx and corolla are the accessory parts of the flower. Why? In sexual reproduction, both male and female reproductive organs are directly participants, and so the androecium and gynoecium are also called as the essential parts of the flower because they are directly participate in the process of sexual reproduction. Now here I will show the diagrammatic representation of the flower. This is the actual China rose flower. These are the calyx. And this calyx. So here these are the calyx. And these are the sepals. The group of sepal is called as the calyx. While the second one, these are the corolla. These are the corolla. In China rose, there are 5 petals. These are the corolla. They are also bright in color, and they also have a beautiful fragrancy to attract the insect for pollination. The third part is the androecium. These are the androecium. These are the anthers actually. And in this anther, the pollen grain are to be born. Why? These are the stigma. So these are the carpel. These are the carpel, and each carpel is consist of the ovary, style, and stigma. In China rose flower, there are 5 stigma. That means in this China rose flower, there are 5 carpels. In botany, there is a one thumb rule. The number of stigma is equal to number of carpels, and number of carpels is equal to number of stigma. We can identify what are the number of carpels present in the flower when you can count the stigma. So here I can show you the carpel internally, how it is look like. This is the ovary. So this is the carpel. So here So this is the ovary. This is the ovary. This is the style, and these are the stigma. These are the stigma. Here stigma is also like this. Here stigma will be there. This is the ovary. This is the style, and these are the stigma. These are the structure of carpel. So in this video, I try to explain the definition of flower, parts of the typical flowers, and its function. Thank you very much to the students.